Yes, it's recording. Okay. I think last class only Krupa was there. Last Monday. Okay. We'll continue with the problems. Krupa, Rohit, both of you write it down. We were doing an RLVP, last problem on, two problems, another two problems on RLVP, and then we will continue with the elevation in boiling point. Write down both of you. How much urea should be dissolved? How much urea should be dissolved in 50 grams of water? How much urea should be dissolved in 50 grams of water so that its vapor pressure is reduced by 25%. Its vapor pressure is reduced by 25%. Calculate the molality of the solution obtained. Calculate the molality of the solution obtained. How will you do this, Krupa?
Ma'am, are these the book bag questions?
No. Book back also you have to answer. They are also quite tough. You have to answer that. This is not from the book back. Different types I have taken from all the textbooks.
Yes, ma'am.
Different types. Each problem is of different type. If you answer this much, you will learn so much of theory along with it also. It will help you in understanding the subject as whole. How will you do this, Krupa? Reduced by 25%.
Auntie, can you hear me?
Pardon?
Auntie, am I audible?
Yeah, now you are audible.
Auntie, I think it's connected to another device. Is it clear, Auntie, or is it low?
Yeah, it is feeble. It is clear, but it is feeble.
Okay, Auntie, the vapor pressure is pressure in pure solvent minus pressure in the solution.
Correct. P naught minus P by P naught. Correct. What do you mean by reduced by 25%?
And is it P naught minus P is equal to 25 by 100?
Correct. That means 20. If P naught was 100, P will be 75. Correct. Very good. P naught minus P will be 25. You have to take P naught as 100.
Yes, Auntie.
Out of 100. Now, that will be equal to N2 by N1. N2 by, since it is, you don't know the mass of the urea, you cannot assume it to be dilute. And you cannot neglect N2 in the denominator. So, you have to take it as N2 by N1 plus N2. Okay? So, P by P naught equal to N2 by N1 plus N2. What is N2 equal to? What is N2 equal to?
Mole fraction of urea.
Mass by molar mass. Mass, that is what you have to calculate. So, W2 by, what is the molar mass of urea? We have done it so many times. What is the molar mass of urea? 60. Very good. W2 by 60 by N2 plus N1. So, it will be P naught minus P by P naught equal to W2 by 60 by W2 by 60 plus 50 grams of water by 80. So this will be 25 by 100, 1 by 4. So you have to solve this. W by 60 into 60 into 18 by 18 W2 plus 50 into 60. Solve this and find out W2. We'll cancel this. 18 W2 by 18 W2 plus 1 by 4. Therefore, W2 will be equal to minus here. I'll take out my calculator. 2 minutes. So what is the answer?
Send a picture.
Yeah. Board is not clear, Krupa?
No, auntie, I'm not able to read it.
Oh my God. I've sent it. Tell me what is W2. Rohit, try pa. How much ever you can try. I have to send solid state notes, no? I forgot. I have to send the notes. I'll send it. Wednesday I will take the class solid state. Solid state I will take the continue with solid state. But Friday class I will take it on Thursday. Because I am having guests next week. This week Friday they are coming in the afternoon. So I will just prepone that class. Friday's class I'll just prepone it to, or tomorrow also I can take. If you want me to take tomorrow also, fine. I'll finish it off. I'll just message in the group. You all tell me whether I should take it on Thursday or Tuesday. I will take it and finish it off. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I can finish it off.
Auntie, tomorrow I can't talk to you. Wednesday also I can't.
Oh. I'll just put it in the group. Anyway, I'm recording. I can just send the recording. Because I want all of you to learn the structures of amino acid. I have my own proper way of teaching you the structures, all the 20. You will learn nicely. You can easily write all the 20 structures. You will not get it anywhere like that. Okay, trust me. So you please attend the class and see the recording at least and learn. Okay, now tell me what was W2?
Auntie, I'm getting 55.55.
Correct, 55.55. Then calculate the molality of the solution. How will you do the molality of the solution? What is molality equal to?
Moles of solute by mass of solvent in kg.
Molality equal to W2 into 1000 by M2 W1. Correct? Write down the formula. Molarity equal to W2 into 1000 by M2 W1. Substitute everything and tell me what is the molarity. Now you have calculated W2. Substitute everything and tell me the molarity. Rohit, you are able to do? Just try, Rohit.
Yes, ma'am. What is the answer, Krupa?
Auntie, I'm getting 61.7.
Molality.
Yes, Auntie.
What did you substitute? Tell me.
55.55 into 1000 by 50 into 18.
That is very wrong. By 50 into by 18. 18 is the molar mass of solvent. Why do we require that? We require molar mass of solute. W2 into 1000 by M2 W1.
50 into 60.
You be very, very careful while substituting W2, W1, M1, M2, all those things. Do it.
Auntie, is it 18.5?
Okay, substitute. Next, write down. At 50 degrees centigrade, at 50 degrees centigrade, the vapor pressure of pure carbon disulfide, it's a solvent, CS2, is 854 tar. 854 tar. A solution of 2 gram of sulfur, a solution of 2 gram of sulfur in 100 gram of carbon disulfide, a solution of 2 gram of sulfur in 100 gram of carbon disulfide has vapor pressure of 848.9 tar. 848.9 tar.
Auntie, can you repeat?
I repeat. At 50 degrees centigrade, the vapor pressure of pure carbon disulfide is 854 tar, P0. A solution of 2 gram of sulfur in 100 gram of carbon disulfide has vapor pressure of 848.9 tar. Determine the formula of sulfur molecule. Very important, mark it important. Determine the formula of sulfur molecule. What will you do now? Rohit, can you tell me? Oh, meeting. Okay. Krupa.
Until we have to use the same formula.
Say okay.
P naught will be 854 and P will be 848.
0.9. Okay. Then correct. W2, W1 they have given. Correct.
Yes, Auntie.
Okay. Then what you do? It since it is 2 gram, it is dilute. You need not take N2 in the denominator. What you have to find out?
M2.
Yeah, very good. You have to find out M2. Okay? Find out M2. Then what will you do? What they are asking? Determine the formula of sulfur molecule. You know that sulfur is polyatomic. It exists as a cluster. They are asking how many atoms of sulfur are present in one sulfur molecule. So whatever M2 you get, divide it by the atomic mass of sulfur, which is 32. You will get the number of atoms in one molecule. That will be the formula of sulfur. Okay, do it. First find out M2. Find out M2. Rohit, you are able to do?
Not quite, ma'am.
I will do one thing. I will send all the problems
Okay, ma'am.
along with the answers so that you can check the answers. If you have any doubt, work it out. After completing the notes, I've sent the completed notes. Okay. If you have any doubt, any problem, then I will work it out and send you. Work out all the problems again, all of you. That's very important. Find out.
And the M2 I'm getting 254.
Very good. Very
Number
good.
of atoms I'm getting 7.9, which is
7.8.
approximately 8.
Very good. Very good. Excellent. Full marks. Yes, 8 is the formula. And we know that sulfur exists, it is polyatomic with 8 atoms in that puckered ring structure. Very good. Okay. Now write down next one. Now we'll start with boiling, elevation in boiling point slowly. All problems are different. Each problem is different so that you can learn different types. Work out more so that you can know without using calculator how fast you can work it out. Write down. When 1.8 gram of when 1.8 gram of a non-volatile compound is dissolved in 25 gram of acetone, The solution boils at 56.86 degrees centigrade, 56.86 degrees centigrade, while pure acetone boils at 56.38 degrees centigrade, while pure acetone boils at 56.38 degrees centigrade, under the same atmospheric pressure. Calculate the molar mass of the compound. Kb for acetone is 1.72 Kelvin kg per mole. Kb for acetone is 1.72. 1.72. So what is the formula? My duster. Okay. What is the formula? Delta Tb is equal to Kb into M. So Kb into M is W2 into 1000 by M2 W1. So what you have to find out? You have to find out molar mass of the compound. So M2 will be equal to Kb into W2 into 1000 by delta Tb into W1. Kb they have given, W2 is given, W1 is given. Just find out delta Tb. They have given T0P and Tb both. So, take the difference, that will give you delta Tb. Substitute that and find out. All are given except you have to find out delta Tb. That's all.
And is delta TB 0.42?
Delta Tb 0.42
42. 56.8 minus
56.86 minus 56.38. So 16 minus 8 is
0.48.
0.48. Do it. Tell me M2. Next class we should be able to finish it off. Then we can start off with electrochemistry. We had discontinued there. We'll continue from electrochemistry.
Aunty, is it 258?
Very good. Super. 258. Right on, next one. Calculate the molar elevation constant of water calculate the molar elevation constant of water given that one, there are two times you have to calculate, two sub questions are there. 0.1 molar aqueous solution, first sub question, 0.1 molar aqueous solution of a substance boiled at 100.052 degrees centigrade. 0.1 molar aqueous solution of a substance boiled at 100.052 degrees centigrade. Two, its latent delta vaporization H is equal to 2.257 kilojoule per gram. Delta vaporization H is equal to 2.257 kilojoule per gram. How will you do? First part is easy. That will be one mark question. How will you do the first one? First one you can tell. Second one is difficult. I'll tell you, I'll teach you. Say first one. Rohit, can you think? Yes, some internet issue. Krupa. Delta TB is equal to KB into M. Correct?
Yes, Aunty.
So delta TB, find out, M is given. Delta TB will be 100.0 minus 100. Boiling point of water.
Will be 0.052.
0.052 by 0.1. By 0.1. So it will be 0.52 degree centigrade per mole. Okay? Correct?
Yes, Aunty, 0.52.
Second part you will have to learn. I have given the formula actually. I have sent it in the notes also. What is KB equal to? KB KF formula. I will just write it. I don't know whether you remember it. What is KB or KF? Equal to R T naught square by 1000 into delta vaporization H if it is per gram. If it is per mole, it will be MR T naught square, where M is the molar mass, by 1000 into delta vaporization H per mole. I have given this actually. So if you take it per gram, you need not take molar mass here. If they are given per mole, you will have to take molar mass here. Here, since they are given per gram, you just substitute this. R is 8.314 joule per Kelvin per mole. So you have to take temperature is also in Kelvin. Boiling point of water, that is 373 Kelvin, 373 square by 1000 into 2.257. And you have to convert, very important, because R is in joule per Kelvin per mole. You have to take this in joule. This is, they have given it in kilojoule. So multiplied by 10 to the power of 3. Multiplied by 10 to the power of 3. You will get the answer. I will just send a pic if you are not able to see that. What is the answer you are getting?
This is 0.512.
0.512. It should be 0.52 only. It is a constant. Just check it up. 8.314 into 373 square by 1000 into 2.257 into 10 to the power of 3. Oh, yes, you are getting 5.12. Okay. Okay. Okay, next. We'll do the next one. The vapor pressure of an aqueous solution of cane sugar, the vapor pressure of an aqueous solution of cane sugar, bracket, molar mass 342, molar mass 342 is 732 millimeter at 100 degrees centigrade. Is 732 millimeter at 100 degrees centigrade. Calculate the boiling point of the solution. Calculate the boiling point of the solution. Kb for water is 0.52 degrees centigrade or Kelvin kg per mole, anything you can take. Calculate the boiling point of, they have given vapor pressure, they have asked you to calculate the boiling point. How will you do this? How will you do, Krupa? P is given. What will be P naught? I have told you this. What will be P naught? What is the standard pressure in millimeters?
Okay, I don't remember.
760. Okay, 760. Either they give tar also it is 760, millimeters of mercury also 760. So P naught 760, P 732. Find out P naught minus P by P naught equal to N2 by N1. Find out N2. Okay, find out N2, and that N2 will be the molality of the solution, number of moles of the solute. Okay, now take that and multiply by Kb, you will get delta Tb. First do it. First find out N2. First find out N2. Find out N2. How much you are getting? N2?
One second, auntie. Auntie, N2 should be weight by molecular mass. I mean N1.
N1, yes.
760 minus 732 by 760, I'm getting 0.036.
That equal to N2 by N1 will be 1000 by 18.
So if I multiply, it will be 18 by 1000.
N2 into 18 by 1000 it will become.
And it should be 0.036 into 18 by 1000.
Into 18 by 1000, correct. I think you're saying the ulta. Just check. Yeah. 28 by 760.
Okay, I'm getting 0.0006.
No, wrong. That's why I thought I'll calculate. See, 760 minus 732 by 760 equal to N2 by 1000 by 18. So this will go up. 18 into N2 by 1000. So
And is it 2?
it will be, if you have divided already 28 by 760, that will be into 1000 by 18.
And is the answer 2?
2. Correct. 2.0 something. Okay. You have to take the digit also, because even one fraction also matters in the boiling point.
And I'm getting exactly 2.
2. Okay. Then it is okay. Now 2 you are getting. So that 2 is N2. Correct. So what is delta TB equal to?
KB into M.
KB into M. So M is equal to W into 1000 or N2 into 1000 by W1. You didn't get what I said? See, delta TB equal to KB into M. What is M equal to? W2 by M2 into 1000 by W1. Correct? So W2 by M2 is N2. That into 1000 by 1000 mass of the solvent. So this gets cancelled. So that will be KB into M. Whatever you have got, N2. Okay, so delta TB is equal to KB into N2. Why you are taking N2? Because N2 into 1000 by 1000 only it will become. So molality is for 1000 grams. So it will be 2 into 0.52.
And is it 1.04?
1.04. What will be boiling point of the solution? What is boiling point of the solution? T0B plus delta TB. Remember, always boiling point is higher than, boiling point of the solution is higher than the solvent. So you have to add boiling point of the solvent plus delta TB. Now you have calculated delta TB 1.0.
So is it 1 not 1.04?
Correct. Like that you have to answer. All these will be asked in a tricky way, in multiple choice or 1 mark. These things only are asked. If you are able to think in different ways, these things are asked in different ways. You will be able to think well and answer. Very good. Correct. Next, write down. A solution of glycerol, molar mass 92 gram per mole. A solution of glycerol, molar mass 92 gram per mole. In water was prepared by dissolving glycerol in 500 grams of water. 500 grams of water. 500 grams of water. This solution has a boiling point of 100.42 degrees centigrade. This solution has a boiling point of 100.42 degrees centigrade. What mass of glycerol was dissolved to make this solution? What mass of glycerol was dissolved to make this solution? kb of water, molar elevation constant of water is 0.512 Kelvin kg per mole. kb of water 0.512 Kelvin kg per mole. What you have to find out here?
W2.
Very good. Find out. Super. Do it. What is the answer?
One more W.
Different types will be there. I have collected all different types. Still you may see some other surprises. So you just try doing it more and more. You will be able to answer MCQs, fill in the blanks, everything in a better way. You just write delta TB is equal to KB into M. Substitute that M, KB into W2 into 1000 by M2 W1. Then you arrange the formula in such a way that you put W2 on the left hand side. So W2 will be delta TB M2 W1 by KB into 100. Just substitute, first write the formula delta TB is equal to KB into M. That's the first thing. If you remember, then you can manipulate accordingly whatever they have asked. Then just will be just one step.
This is 37.73.
Very good. Excellent, Krupa. You will do all the problems very well. Superb. Next, write down. This is also, see, next problem is 1 mark question. It's quite interesting. You will have to think. An aqueous solution of glucose boils at 100.01 degree centigrade. 100.01 degree centigrade. The KB for water is 0.5 Kelvin kg per mole. The KB for water is 0.5 Kelvin kg per mole. What is what is the number of glucose molecules? What is the number of glucose molecules in the solution containing 100 gram of water? Containing 100 gram of water. Hundred gram of water means they mean of the solution with glucose. That's what they mean. How will you do this? Think.
And we have to use delta TB is equal to KB into M.
Very good.
They have given KB value. Delta TB will be 100.01 minus 100.
Correct? So 0.01. Correct?
Yes, Auntie.
Then find out M. Do it. Correct. First step is correct. M. What is M you got? You can do it mentally. Mental calculation, all this you can do it off.
0.2.
0.2. Check. 0.01 by 0.5.
Oh, 0.1. Okay, Auntie.
Huh?
0.02.
0.02. Okay? Oh, when I say per mole, it is 1000 grams of the solvent. They have asked for 100 grams. So, 1000 grams of water contains 0.02. So, 100 grams will contain how much? Understood what I said?
Auntie, can you repeat it?
Okay. 0.02, it is the molality. Molality means it is for 1000 grams of the solvent. Okay. So 1000 grams of the solvent will contain 0.02. So 100 grams they have asked. Number of molecules in solution containing 100 grams of water. So 100 grams of water will contain how much?
Will it be like 100 into 0.02 by 1000?
1000. So how much it will be? All these mental calculation you have to do. See 1000 grams 0.02. So for 100 it will be 0.002. Correct?
Yes, Auntie.
0.002. So 1 mole contains Avogadro number of molecules. So 0.002 will contain 0.002 into Avogadro number of molecules.
So 0.002 into 6.022 into 10 to the power 23.
23. Do it. Write all the steps neatly and do it. See, these things you don't learn when you learn just theory. There you just learn the definition and some derivation over. All these different types you don't learn in theory. So only in lab problems you will have to learn all this, explore all this.
Is it 1.2 into 10 to the power 21?
Correct. This will be a 1 mark question. Okay. Write down. Next.
Okay, how many more problems are there?
I have another 20 problems. Another 20 problems. We'll do today and next class we will finish it off. Next class we'll finish.
Yes, Auntie.
Then next to that we'll start with electrochemistry. Where I stopped, I'll continue from there. We are done almost 50% of electrochemistry. I have to do the rest. I have to start with electrode potential. I'll start with that and continue there. Okay. Right. Latent heat of fusion of ice. Latent heat of fusion of ice is 1436.3 calorie per mole. Latent heat of fusion of ice is 1463 calorie per mole they have given, per mole. Calculate the molar depression constant of water. Calculate the molar depression constant of water. So same formula, Kf is equal to, if they are given per mole, you will have to put m in the numerator. M into R into T naught square by 1000 into delta fusion H per mole.
Auntie, can you repeat the
Formula
value?
K, which one?
Latent heat of fusion of ice is
1436.3 calorie per mole. Per mole. So if they give it per mole, you will have to multiply in the numerator molecular mass of water. If they give per gram, you don't have to do that. So it will be M, write down, M Kf equal to M R T naught square, that is the freezing point of water. T naught square by 1000 into delta fusion H. Substitute everything and calculate, just one step.
Auntie, what will be MR?
M will be what? Molecular mass of water.
18 into
Now here there is a twist in the story. They have given it in calories. So for calories, R value will be, I have told you this, it will be always they will give it in calories, remember. Because calories it is 1.98. You can take it as 2. That is why all simple calculations with R, even in 11th, problems from 11th I am saying, 11th and 12th. If they give it in calories, it is easier to do because R value will be 2. Multiplying and dividing will be easy. Exact value is 1.9872. So 18 into 1.9872 into freezing point of water, that is 273 Kelvin. But temperature always in Kelvin. You have to take it in Kelvin. 273 square by 1000 into latent heat of fusion.
and is it 1.86?
1.8 Kelvin kg per mole. Very good. Now, write down. Next problem, we mark it very important. A solution of urea in water. I have seen this question so many times. A solution of urea in water has boiling point of 100.128 degrees centigrade. Boiling point of 100.128 degrees centigrade.
100.128.
100.128. Calculate the freezing point of the same solution. They have given boiling point. They have asked you to find the freezing point. Calculate the freezing point of the same solution. Kf and Kb for water are 1.86 degrees centigrade and 0.512 degrees centigrade. 1.86 degrees centigrade and 0.512 degrees centigrade. How will you do this?
So should we use delta TB is equal to KB into M? Delta TB will be 100.128 minus 100. But they have given KF KB is 1.512. Then you have to find M. Then
substitute that M and find out delta TF.
Delta TF is equal to KF into M.
You can do the easiest way. What you can do, correct, you can do that way. Or delta TF is equal to KF into M. Delta TB is equal to KB into M. Divide one by the other. Divide one by the other. So it will be gets cancelled. So delta TF is equal to delta TB into KF by KB. Find out delta TF. Then from delta TF, find out TF. They have asked TF. Correct. What you said was also correct. You can do that way also. Very good. Do it. This is easier way. Just divide one by the other, find out delta TF and find out TF.
The delta TF I am getting 0.157.
Delta TF, how much you are getting?
0.157.
No, I think you have not substituted it properly. Just check. What is delta TF equal to? Delta
0.128 into 1.86 by 1.512.
not 1.512, 0.512. KB.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I think there you made a mistake. 0.512. That only they will ask Krupa in 1 mark. KB of water. You have to remember that.
What is it? 0.465?
Correct. 0.465 delta TF. So, see, check if the answer is given in Kelvin, it will be 273 minus 0.465. Or if it is in degree centigrade, it will be just minus 0.465 degree centigrade. Understood what I said?
And can you repeat it?
I repeat. If they have checked the answer, if they have given it in Kelvin, it will be 273 minus 0.465. That will be around 272 point something Kelvin. If they given it in degree centigrade, it will be minus 0.465 degree centigrade. That's all.
Yes, Auntie.
Okay. Okay. Write down next. Next one. Calculate. By more problems you do, no, you can think fast and do it fast. Immediately it will strike. What formula, what substitution, everything. You'll become very sharp. Calculate the temperature at which a solution containing 54 gram of glucose in 250 gram of water will freeze. Calculate the temperature at which a solution containing 54 gram of glucose in 250 gram of water will freeze. Kf equal to 1.86. Kf equal to 1.86.
Auntie, should we find delta TS?
Yes. And then TF. Either you can keep it in degree centigrade or Kelvin. Both are okay. They have given W2, W1, KF, everything. You have to just know the molecular mass of glucose. That's all.
ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಕ್ಕಿಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು
Finished?
Auntie, I'm getting 2.232.
2.3. Correct. Very good. You can say it as minus 2.23 degrees centigrade because it will be below 0. Okay. There. Write down. Addition of 0.643 gram of a compound. Addition of 0.643 gram of a compound to 50 ml of benzene, 50 ml of benzene, in the bracket density 0.879 gram per cc. Density 0.879 gram per cc. Close the bracket. Lowers the freezing point from 5.51 degrees centigrade to 5.03 degrees centigrade. From 5.51 degrees centigrade to 5.03 degrees centigrade. If Kb for benzene is 5.12, if Kb for benzene is 5.12, calculate the molecular weight of the compound. Calculate the molecular weight of the compound. Calculate the molecular weight of the compound. Well, how will you do this?
So we have to use delta TF is equal to KF into N. And they have given density and volume. So mass will be volume into density.
Density into volume. Do it and tell me. Good. Very good. How much you are getting?
One more Auntie.
We'll do 2 more problems and stop.
Auntie, mass of solute I'm getting 156.05.
Correct. Molecular weight of the compounds. Very good. 156. Correct. Next, write down. Very good, Krupa. You will do very well solution problems. An aqueous solution freezes at minus 0.2 degrees centigrade. An aqueous solution freezes at minus 0.2 degrees centigrade. What is the molality of the solution? What is the molality of the solution? That is easy. That you can find out. What is the molality of the solution? Determine also 1 delta TB, 2 lowering of vapor pressure. Determine also 1 delta TB, 2 lowering of vapor pressure at 298 Kelvin. At 298 Kelvin.
Auntie, can you repeat?
Huh?
Can you repeat?
Okay. An aqueous solution freezes at minus 0.2 degrees centigrade. What is the molality of the solution? Determine also 1 delta TB, 2 lowering of vapor pressure, LVP, lowering of vapor pressure at 298 Kelvin. At 298 Kelvin, given Kf 1.86 degree kg per mole, Kb 0.512, Kf Kb 1.86 0.512, and vapor pressure of water at 298 Kelvin, 23.756 millimeter. 23.756 millimeter. Do it. It's quite interesting problem actually. First find out molality. That's easy.
Auntie, we have to use delta TF is equal to Kf into M.
Correct.
M will be delta TS by
By Kf. Yes, correct. Find out molality. Correct.
and this delta TF minus 0.2.
Point 2, minus 0.2, yes.
Maybe I'm getting 0.107.
107. Another digit you can take
5.
1075. Now find out delta TB from that. Find out delta TB from that. You know M now. So find out delta T. KB is given.
KB into M.
AB into M. Correct. Find out delta TB. What is the answer you are getting?
0.055.
Correct. Now is the challenge. They have given lowering of, you have to calculate lowering of vapor pressure. P naught they have given. You have to find out P naught minus P. How will you do this? What is P naught minus P by P naught equal to?
N2 by N1.
N2 by N1. What is N2 and what is N1? W2 by M2, W1 by M1. Correct?
Yes, Auntie.
Just try to modify the formula. So, P naught minus P is equal to P naught is equal to W2 into M1 by M1 W1 M2. Okay? N2 by N1. So, now you can do this as W2 by M2 is N2. Okay, now what you can do is delta TF is equal to KF into W2 into 1000 by M2 into W1. This is the formula. So you can take W2 by M2 as N2 into 1000 by you will have to get N1 here. To get N1, W1 by M1 will be N1. So, if you multiply in the numerator by M1, you can cancel that and you will get it. So, what you can do now, it will be equal to, N2 you got it, here you will have to get N1. Okay, so, if you want to get N1 here, how will you get N1 here? W1 by M1. Okay, so this is W1 by M1. There is no M1 here. So multiply in the denominator by M1. You can get this one N1 here. So what you have to do now? I want this now. Because why I want N2 by N1? Because P naught minus P by P naught is equal to N2 by N1. So, therefore, N2 by N1 is equal to N2 by N1 is equal to, this is delta TF. Delta TF into M1 by KF into 1000. Understood, Krupa, what I did?
Auntie, can you send a picture? The board is not clear.
I'll send a picture. Where is my mobile? Wait. See, somehow you have to get N2 by M1. To get that P naught minus P by P naught is equal to N2 by N1. Okay? That is why you just adjust the formula in such a way that you get N2 by N1. I have sent it, see. I have sent it. Then you can just calculate that. You will get N2 by N1 you will get. That means P naught minus by P naught you will get. But they have asked is P naught minus P. So multiply that by P naught, you will get P naught minus P. lowering of vapor pressure. All the four are linked. They will ask you all the four: osmotic pressure, RLVP, elevation in boiling point, depression in freezing point. All the four they ask. Will you tell me the answer in the next class?
Yes, auntie.
We'll stop here. You have to tell me the answer for that problem. I want you to find out what is P naught minus P.
Yes, auntie.
Okay. Okay, pa. Bye.
Thank you, auntie.